Uh-huh.
You can't acknowledge it.
Well, I can. I can.
But once you're on camera, you
Yeah.
can't even look over.
Well, I gotta do other things. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have no idea. Oh.
No, I think you had no idea.
Yeah. Why? Who cares?
Huh?
Who cares?
You do.
Not really.
It's gonna be harder to get other women if there's evidence of women's over here.
No, it's not.
What? I really don't think they'll mind.
Yeah.
Considering I've got tampons and pads in every single bathroom.
Oh, that actually.
All right, quiet on the set. Mute yourself.
Romantic. No, it's not just for me, but the fact that you got details at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get to my point, okay? Other places where guys host, not is there nothing. There's no fucking trash can in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Maybe like 1 square foot.
Well, if you notice, it's like I try to make sure that there's multiple.
Greetings, everybody. This is Les.
And this is Crash to Desktop Jack, because I'm about to crash to the desktop again for my 5th attempt, and I even verified game file integrity. And I forgot my hat today.
Yeah, I know that. Oh, you're playing Kissy Face over there, interrupting the whole intro. I know.
Yeah. I'm sorry for blowing that intro for you.
I think you blew just about the whole intro because I don't think they heard half of it because I had to mute your ass and all the other good stuff goes over that. But greeting and welcomes to today's show, boys and girls. It is Thursday, June 2nd, 2022, as Jack sends his consort off for the day.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Fish.
I mean, good thing you weren't looking at Zoom, or else you might have.
Well, I was gonna say I was wishing that Zoom was on at one point there before we got started, but apparently it wasn't time for me to make that connection because I got to do things in a certain order, otherwise my recordings don't go and all that fun stuff. But
yeah,
it is what it is.
Yeah, so I will say that the glorious thing known as verify file integrity didn't work.
Sucks.
Yeah, so guess who's not logging into Shroud today?
Yeah, because we showed you a video yesterday from Caballero.
Caballero.
Yeah, having the same problem, and Jack is now experiencing the same thing. Where he just crashes to desktop every time he tries to load on into the game.
And you can tell what Lily wants.
Lily wants the pets. Lily wants the love.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, she's like, I'm just going to come up here and get on top of your shoulder and just hang out for a little bit.
Well, luckily, we've got all sorts of other filler where you don't actually have to see Jack's desktop today, so That will make a
Yeah.
big difference. But should we
Yeah.
start out on the
The
Tweetiverse,
brand
the
new patch.
patch notes?
Well,
Where do you want to start?
well, hold on, hold on. Why are you telling me I don't have enough memory? Thanks there.
Did
So
you
the
reboot?
Tweetiverse, no, I
Too
did
late for
update
that now.
Chrome. But the Tweetiverse has nothing on it.
Nothing.
No announcements of a new patch that came out at 1 a.m. Another patch that wasn't patched on the QA server. Because fuck it, let's do it live.
What's up?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, I gotta add another link because of that one.
What? Fuck it, let's do it live.
Yeah, we got comments from CM
Okay.
exactly on that topic. So we're gonna go ahead and roll that here in a minute too.
Well, you need to provide me a link for that.
Yeah, I don't know if these are. He's got a whole bunch of comments here. Holy crap! Let me get to them all.
Oh, come on.
I don't know if they're all on the same thread or not.
Okay.
They're not.
Lily has a love-hate relationship with my earbuds.
Yes.
I can't readjust because it's halfway in my ear.
Oops, what happened there?
That's the description. That's not the actual thing. But while you're getting that up, do you want to let's go over the
Patch notes are up. Yes, they are up while we get this
build
stuff
number
going.
1540 came out at 1 a.m. And this is a full build to fix missing and broken textures. Airy raised the magic mirror so it doesn't float through the floor. Out in Hilt Fortress, moved the position of an ore node in the quest scenario of the game of this scene. Out in the Cobalt Expeditionary camp, fixed an issue where players were prematurely get a task by killing Mongo when not in the proper quest stage. Oh, glorious patch notes. And I still love the fact that I still can't launch the game. Yeah. And then you can watch Lily tear up my chair. Meow. Okay. She is off. Okay. She is off. But patch notes came out. Patch came out 1 a.m. Does such glorious things as crashes to the desktop while loading a scene. Glorious. Glory us. Now, do we want to go to the fuck it, let's do it live?
Hold on, I got 2 more comments from CM here.
Okay.
All a little different, so let me get them all loaded in here because
yeah.
I have to go to each one of these individually and
yeah. And thank you, CM, for watching and commenting on these things.
Now, I also have a commentary that came in from, who was it? Jason Jones. But Jason Jones is commenting on stuff that's 3 months old, so I really didn't go there. But thank you, Jason, for those commentaries as well. But in order, let's see how they came in. It was 213 is the way these actually came in. So if we want to read them actually in the order they came in, it's video 2, video 1, and then video 3. Or you just want to do them in the order I posted them. That's up to you.
crashed.
But you tell me which it should be, and we will do it.
Well, let's just say I tried to do other weird things by relaunching the game, and it crashed everything. So I'm waiting for. I've got to in task on Chrome and relaunch Chrome real quick because fucking everything got hung.
Fucking everything.
The real question: Am I still live? That's the real question. Ooh. Okay, task manager. Let's kill some Chrome. With there's Chrome is dead. Let's relaunch the Chrome. Dun, 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 dun. Restore. Whew. Boom. Okay, so I've got the first one up, but I need to bring up the second one up real quick to get this comment up there, because that's when it crashed. Second one is up on the stream. Let's go ahead and look at this comment from CM. God, I love this shit. It amazes me the amount of news this shit show game still generates. By the way, is Chris just completely gone now? When was the last time he was even heard from? Love when Laz says, "Did someone fuck up?" I died laughing. Of course, someone fucked up. This is a shit show of the Avatar. And CM, you have to remember, Chris showed up on a live stream on Friday.
Yes. For the first time in a month?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that.
It's sort of becoming Richard-esque in his appearances.
Yeah, it's something. It's something. But then 2 hours ago, CM also said, just catching up on these streams. So they banned a player for streaming the game to their Twitch game having Bite Me in it. They need every streamer and player they can get. Fucking A. Just call this game Snowflakes of the Avatar already. When Jack quoted Bill O'Reilly's Meltdown, I died.
Yes. Shall we go to the videotape? Open it in a new link.
Okay.
It should play automatically.
Yes, I did.
Is it for us today? Okay, I don't know. Whatever it is, it's not right on the teleprompter. I don't know what that is. I've never seen that.
No, there it is. We are going to do Sting, yeah.
Okay, but now I can't read it. There's no words on it.
Okay. Ready? Sure.
There's no words there. To play us out. What does that mean? To play us out.
Sting is going to do. It's a video. Sting video.
What is
for credits?
I don't know what that means. To play us out. What does that mean? To end the show?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, go.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it.
Okay. In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with a. I can't do it.
Okay.
We'll do it live.
Okay. No.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks again for watching. We'll leave you with Sting and a cut off his new album. Take it away.
Fuck it. We'll do it live.
That's right. Fuck it. We'll do it live. Absolutely. Thank you, CM, for that clip, because yes, that is how things go these days. Fuck it. We'll do it live. Yeah.
Yeah. And then so an hour ago or 54 minutes ago, the third post by CM, While not a labor relations attorney, volunteer work under the Fair Labor Standards Act, FLSA, for-profit enterprises is illegal. If it is the case that these folks aren't being paid, Portnip is in violation of the act due to not meeting the minimum compensation standard. And here's a link to that PDF.
Yes.
Ooh. Hey, at least I muted my microphone while I was talking with someone. Yeah, don't lawyer me, bro. Is my stream back to saying that I'm online?
You're online?
Yeah. I don't know because that the Shroud just tanked everything. And then there someone goes.
Yes, but CM, thank you as always for watching
Thank you for watching and paying attention
and adding a bit of humor to our days. As we love the commentary and we love just knowing that somebody else is out there watching this stuff and paying attention. That's right, absolutely. Paying attention.
Hey Jack.
Yes.
Hey Lomir.
What's up with your stream?
What do you mean? What's up with my?
It says Steam temporarily offline.
Because his stream is offline. That's why.
Here. I'll re-click this button.
Because Jack's computer is crashing to desktop while trying to load Shroud of the Avatar like Caballeros. You must have missed the intro on that.
And it killed everything. Yeah. There, it's back online.
Yeah, I see.
There. No. Well, you expect me to reboot in the middle of the show?
Yeah,
I'm streaming the game right now. Can't you see the game on my screen right now?
What the wonderful game on his screen?
Yeah, the fact that it's just black behind me, other than where the sun is coming through. I need to aluminum foil those windows or something like that. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful game right now. Thank you for this glorious patch that is working flawlessly.
Okay, so yesterday we said we were going to do a critique of a video that was posted, but since then another topic has come to light, so I'm going to let you decide which way we're going to go with that today. Are we going to do the critique, or are we going to cover the new topic?
Well, so I think that Richard actually
I still have yet to yeah, I was going to say I don't see any comments there from him.
This one does have a response that was deleted.
Yes, and that's Dominus, because Dominus actually says I deleted my original tweet. So I'm assuming that was Dominus's tweet that was deleted.
Okay. Hold on. Copy link. Copy.
So just if we go in there, tell me where we're starting. Are we starting on Twitter, or are we starting on?
We're going to start with Dominus's tweet, and then we're going to go to Richard's tweet. We're going to start with Dominus.
Okay,
because this is actually
Richard's
started.
Tweet. Do you have a copy?
I
posted
it. I posted it.
There it is. Hold on. Let me cue that up.
So this actually started off as a Reddit thread in a big box collectibles group. And Dominus made a post because he was one of the admins. The seller was one of the admins and something else. And Dominus posted out, "This used to be the centerpiece of my collection, rare and expensive old games. Now it turns out I've been scammed and sold forgeries by a well-known figure in the Ultima and retro games community, along with many others." So let's go to Richard's quote, because he's actually responding to Dark Blue Monkey, Dominus. Before we all jump in and admonish a seller, we should study the items. For example, my SIG looks authentic. The shareware could be legit, but pirated versions not sold by Origin or EA, and some Ziploc bags look too big, but the Kelebeth and Ultima inside look correct fonts. Yes. So, are we ready to go to the article?
Do we want to cover some of the other stuff that's shown down here? As I scroll
Well, I
down,
mean, it's like we can scroll down to the next YOLO with the I am disturbed and disappointed to hear the sort of profiteering is going on in the game collecting business. I suppose nothing is sacred. YOLO, not collecting games. And then YOLO.
where are you seeing that?
What that was David R. Watson is YOLO.
Yeah, under which post? I don't see it.
That was under Richards.
Oh yeah, I don't see anything.
Okay. Do you see
I see
Dominus's response?
I don't see any response under that profile you gave me under the click. It's Richard's tweet, and then it's just quoting a retro, dark blue monkey, basically.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it's not doing it. But let's get to the actual, actual article.
Or the actual article. Okay. Retro game collector accused of selling
I'll be right back.
$100,000 worth of intricate forgeries. The man has allegedly been selling fake expensive games since at least 2015. I would say if you're going to buy a retro game, don't.
Don't do it.
The retro PC game collecting scene was rocked by an unexpected scandal last week when a prominent member of the community, who was also a moderator of a major Facebook group and Reddit group, was accused of selling fake copies of classic games. Enrico Ricaldi, who has for years been an active member of the community as a buyer, seller, and a source of advice, has been booted from the big box PC game collectors group after several members came forward with evidence they say proves that many of the boxes, floppy disks, and pieces of art he has been selling people are not what they seem. Ooh. And they're going straight to Dominus. Remember, we know Dominus. We have met him.
Yes, absolutely.
And we were there. We were present for his wedding proposal after 10 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, I think we should jump back over to Dominus's post then.
Okay.
Since they're here.
Yes.
And start with Vulcan Dragon underneath the picture there.
Wait, hold on. I got to go find Vulcan Dragon.
Should be right under.
No, it's.
I know,
remember, both
Twitter,
of us have completely different.
Twitter screws
responses.
Everything, yeah.
Those would be some really high quality forgeries. How do you know they are fakes? Once you compare and know what to look for, they are not that good after all. But they easily pass as good. Oh, wait, there's actually 4 replies there.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, that's the one that I was looking for. Is and then
yeah. And the funny part is Dominus actually went through and found out that the floppy itself was blank.
Yeah, now I don't understand why he didn't find this out originally. I guess I assume if you're buying these games, you have something to unreadable and blank, nothing on it.
Yeah.
And then read the next tweet underneath that. I guess that's the one with the Akalabeth picture. Maybe not. But this is.
There is no doubt it is fake.
It's about this one. Yeah.
But the floppy was examined to see how fake. It's blank, not unreadable, but blank. Nothing on it. It's about this one. I deleted the original tweet. Enrico sold me this, but told me to keep it a secret because he got it from Garriott for someone else as a keepsake and didn't want Richard Garriott to know about it. He sold the same fake to other people and told them to keep it a secret as well.
Now,
Ooh.
this actually looks like what
An
was
actual
off.
copy of.
Well, it looks
Yeah.
like what was offered up as a reward for the Lord of the Isles to me, which was
Yeah.
the cassette deck cover, is what this looks like. Um, a duplicate of the cover and the original is what this looks like, but this could be one of the originals. But you can see where the fold for the cassette deck cover would have been here if there was a cassette on that. So I'm not really quite sure, you know. But then let's go back to the article now.
Okay. The group members have collected all their evidence and accusations in a public document, saying that after one member received a suspicious game, a supposed copy of 1979's Akelabeth, World of Doom, which was developed by Richard Garriott before he started the Ultima series and is one of the first role-playing games ever made, they began to poke around the other titles that had been sold by Riccardi, and many other of those were a little off as well.
I paused there for a second because Tina, as I was saying, and I got cut off there.
Yeah.
He says because they aren't putting them to machines for risk of damaging the disc. I would assume that if you're buying these games, you're buying them to play them, and you actually have the means to do that. Otherwise, just having a box as a collector's item is usually, why? You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, well, I can't say that because my brother collects and he does take them out of the box and puts them on display. I mean, he's not that. He's a diehard collector. I mean, he's got one big cabinet with nothing but every different Iron Man figure ever made, and I mean, there's like hundreds of them. But he's not the pristine in the box collector. He just has them for his own pleasure. And yes, him and his kids actually play with them because that's the kind of collector he is. But I would assume that again, you would at least check the authenticity, loaded the game up the first time, and if you had those means, then you would have made a copy to play and kept the original one locked away in your collection. You know what I'm saying? I mean, most of us, we
Well,
load up a game that we get in the
so,
box, and then we put the box on the
but
shelf.
how many people do you know that have a teletype?
One.
A functioning teletype.
One. And he
And
has
who is that?
and he has multiples. Richard.
Yeah.
And he has multiple teletypes that are functioning.
Okay. So, no, he only has one functioning teletype.
I thought he had two.
The one that was in the office was broken.
Oh, I did not know that. I thought they were both functional.
Yeah,
I thought he had one in the
yeah,
office
yeah.
and one at home. But I know he's
Yeah.
got one functional at least. So.
And one the one functioning one may not even be functioning.
Yeah.
But the other thing is,
But we're talking about 5 1/4 floppies, so I mean it's not.
yeah. But
actually,
so then from there, it's like if you had like say the Apple II version of the game, it's like how many of these collectors also have functioning Apple IIs?
You'd be surprised.
I know, but
There's a lot
some
of
of
those
them
out
may not have. Some of the collectors may not have a computer to play said games on. Emulator it. Yeah.
Red Dragon says Gary will probably use this as an excuse to buy NFTs from him.
Yeah. Yeah. So all of that evidence was documented, put together in a public document that you can actually go read and see the evidence for yourself.
We have that, but continue with comparing.
Yeah. Comparing Riccardi's games to the originals owned by other members, the group quickly found a number of discrepancies with the former, like game labels being hand-cut instead of machined, marks on supposedly decades-old stickers that could have only been made with modern printers, and slight differences in things like fonts and logo placement. You can see examples here and here.
Let's bring up the examples.
Okay. Da, 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 da. Seriously? Yeah, he tried to pass off a sticker on top of a sticker.
Well,
Didn't even
that's
do a good job trying
that,
to
that
reach.
that's one, and one they don't point out, but they do actually say it, is that the label that goes over the copy protect in the corner that
Yeah.
reaches over the edge of the copy protect is a dead giveaway because you can actually see through it there in the picture is one of
Yes,
them.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I don't remember. I can't remember how many times it's like I ended up covering those up so that way we could reuse floppies.
Oh
And then
yeah.
number 2, I received a number artifact number 1, the Japanese PC-88 Mystery House, the Black Folder release. The full contents I received are here. And if you actually look on the left-hand side of that floppy, that's a hole punch. Do you remember hole punching floppies so that way you could make them
Double-sided.
writable on double-sided?
Double-sided. Yeah, you can take
Yeah.
a 720 and make it a 144 by putting a hole punch into your floppies. Absolutely.
Uh-huh.
Where do you see this on that one though?
Well, I'm looking at the very first picture on the second one. Or was there more on the first one?
There was more on the first one.
Oh, there was more on the first one.
Yeah,
okay, so
I was gonna say there's plenty more where there's actually pictures of Richard actually holding a couple of these original boxes.
Yes.
And
Original
apparently,
boxes.
they've noticed that some of these are actually
having the moon in the wrong place.
Well, the sticker is actually and the autographs are actually exactly the same space, which we know Richard could never exactly get a signature in the same exact spot.
Remember when he actually talked about like early on, he actually used to have a signature machine that would it would be the exact replication. Yeah.
Right.
So the auto pen.
It can get an exact replica of the signature, but not an exact replica on the same exact space in a box. I mean, unless you're using a form. But over on the right-hand side, I wish we could blow this up. Let me see if I can blow this up a little bit. No, that's just making it smaller. But the hole punch that is supposedly the hang punch, you can actually see where there's cuts. It looks like a razor or a scissor went through there. Let's see if we can open this original in the new tab and bring this up by itself.
Well, which image are you actually looking at?
The right-hand side next to the text, the hole punch, the hang punch.
Oh. Yeah. They actually kind of zoom that in.
Yeah, well, you can actually see that. There it is.
The extra lines where he got the extra
cross,
cuts on there.
Yeah, extra cuts in there where you can see that is really hand done and not machine punched. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But things to be wary of. But we are behind the times. I'm surprised nobody's been screaming.
I can't get into the game, so maybe that's why. It's like
people are still chatting on your chat. Yeah.
Hey man, they're still entering giveaways and doing the things that they need to.
I'm gonna let Jack pull the giveaway, and I will mail the reward to them, and then you can just give it back to me later. So
something like that. Yes, that is something we shall do. So we are closing giveaway.
The Maynard
drawing entrance, and I won on my side. No, wait, no. Stymie the Savage Furry won.
All right. I don't know how the hell I wound up back out there.
I wound and 500 bits from Coeur d'Alene.
Coeur d'Alene!
Yeah.
Thank you, Coeur d'Alene. As I get these streamer bundles out to the Maynard.
And then
the Savage Fury.
Oh, come on. Archive, or is that archive, and then open. Sorry, he's late, but yes, but that is like, you start looking through these things and you're like, yeah, this is a forgery that should pass the I've never played these games and I've never touched these things before. But the fact that, like, if you go back to the fact that it's like, what was it in the Tweeterverse where Dominus was like, Enrico acknowledged that they were fake, told them to destroy it.
That's in the tweets. Yes.
Yeah. Or the fact that he would tell people, hey, this is a secret. Don't tell anybody else that you got it, because Richard was supposed to give it to someone else. It's like, yeah, that guy's got all kinds of shady bullshit going on. But the real question, are we
Playing a game of
playing
marbles? That's up to Coeur d'Alene. He seems to be into this topic, so we'll find out if he wants us to continue with the news or stop and play a game of marbles. And better late than never, Coeur d'Alene. No problem, brother. No problem.
Yeah. So, then
hold on, I don't think
person,
I reopened the bundles, so let me archive that. And I see people.
And Coeur d'Alene said nudes.
Nudes. Okay, so we'll continue on with the nudes.
I'm wearing a very appropriate shirt today.
All right, the Bundle Me giveaway is now open. So, Econdas, Tina, Coeur d'Alene, Brutus, all you folks, you can now go ahead and retype that and get yourselves in for the next set of entries.
Yeah. Okay, then after that,
back to the news article or the Tweetiverse. Where are we? I'm on the news article.
News article. Well, we're going to the second bit of evidence with the mystery house, where the printed label, you can look at the pictures, other than the cutout being completely wrong. He actually bought a copy of the same game in Japan, and Enrico's label, different material, different color, appears blotchy. It appears to be hand cut. Top floppy is from Enrico. Bottom floppy, it was bought directly in Japan. And then closer inspection upon the something else, the dot pattern of the printing. Yeah, that's not close enough for me.
Yeah, well, what they show you is, if you look here,
not the exact same text.
Yeah, scroll down to the California Pacific Computers one.
Okay, yes.
And what you'll see is the shaded area in the second picture underneath California Pacific. Yeah. Okay, that's in dot matrix instead of actually being a color. That shading is in dot matrix down there. And it's hard to see again, but that's how they were able to ascertain that the shadings, including, I believe, the one on the left-hand side. There it is. Scroll down even further, and you'll notice that all the shadings are all in dot matrix, which lets you know that was done with and then
a printer.
Artifact number 3. Continue further down
with the Temple of Apshai, which is a different game. Note the very fine dot patterns where there should be white space. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, and you can see the whole corner of this is just all dot matrixed out. Yeah.
Well, it's not dot matrix. It's DPI from a modern printer.
Yeah. Well, exactly. I'm sorry. Yeah, dot matrix is really. Yeah.
Yeah.
If it was dot matrix, I might actually believe it to be real.
DPI. DPI. Yeah.
Whereas you can see an original versus, the shading is just totally off.
Yep. Then after that, let's keep scrolling down. Special instructions. Note the discoloration being compared to the fine dot pattern. Ooh. It's just rotated a little bit. Ooh. That's some weird discoloration.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
you can definitely see the differences.
Yeah. And then like the actual cassette itself had a completely different texture.
Oh yeah, this one is just straight out of Rip City. Although in here, uh, they make a comment here that there's a texture to the label as well as the arrow in the logo. I haven't been able to actually see an arrow in the logo. What arrow? Do you see an arrow in the logo here? Or are they talking about the squiggly in the Sierra?
I don't know.
Yeah, is again, top copy is
It's
Enrico's.
the it's that right there
Right
on
where?
that
What?
that pyramid.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
the what's the thing over the P
over the P.
on the top one?
Right there,
There-
right there. Yeah, looks like an S on a pyramid.
Yeah, that's the Sierra logo.
Yeah, I think he's talking about the arrow on the top of the Sierra logo. Looks like it's pointing up.
Oh, hard to say. Okay, I see what you're saying. There's an arrow that's supposed to be on there that's not there. I get you.
Well, it looks like an arrow, but it's
Yeah,
not.
yeah, but
It's
I
not.
see it here. There's a bigger break there than there is right here on this logo. But yeah, you can definitely tell the difference between the two.
Hey, you got to love the idea of provenance in the. I mean, then we're gonna have to like go watch that documentary on like all of the art forgery. The guy that was Chinese and he just randomly created in the style, and then they sold tons of artwork in the style of that, and they had someone attribute it to that author or that artist, and people were like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah,"
Well,
but
what kills me is where are you finding white colored cassette tapes and 5 1/4 floppies these days on the market to even recreate these? I mean,
well, it's just going to garage sales probably, and like
I see.
just eBaying all kinds of stuff. I mean, I'm sure if someone really peeled everything back, you can still find 5 1/4 floppies brand new in the box.
Yeah, on
Yeah.
eBay you can find a 10 pack for $10.
For 5 1/4 floppies.
5 1/4 floppies.
Oh, damn.
I think I have some around here somewhere.
Yeah, I've got boxes of them floating around someplace.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're getting whole bunches. And here's a good one. Let me just show you what the normal 5 1/4 floppy looked like. I'm just going to throw this link in there for you, Jack, because this would be more of the actual what a 5 1/4 floppy sticker would look like in reality, and it would be in the corner of the disc.
Well, I beg to defer because I had some of the label stickers that would go between the notch points.
Yeah, see, I remember most of mine being
Yeah.
like this,
Because
and there was
that one
hardly
right
any
there,
room to write on them.
yeah. If you did the notch on the left hand side, you're right on the sticker.
And then if you look down, scroll down to vintage PC Link software, and you'll notice that all these other long stickers, none of them come as far as
Yeah.
the notch on those pictures.
Yeah.
You know, which should have been the dead giveaway on that.
Yeah. Wait, what's Jack's nickname at the Swingers Club?
Cynicist?
Yeah, cynicist is it's for everything, man. It's everything, man.
Any floppy
Everything.
disk was the 3.5.
Oh, 5 1/4 floppy. Oh, that's my nickname. Hey, at least it's not a 3.5 inch hard disk.
Yeah, well,
Remember those really, really big floppy disks like they had on War Games?
the 8 inch or the
Yeah.
12 inch. Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll take the 5 1/4 floppy all day long.
Yeah, 5 1/4 floppy, man. That's not too shabby. I'll tell you
Yeah.
what. Not too shabby.
Hey, at least I'm not a thumb drive. Oh man, you love the picture of my game? Because it's so perfect. Now the real question, Laz, are you going to do a giveaway for the bits that Coeur d'Alene
You
did,
know, I
even though we
am,
continued
but
the news?
I'm gonna wait till the end of the show so to make sure everybody sticks around for that extra giveaway. Thanks to Coeur d'Alene.
Okay. Yes. I just want to make sure that we get that taken care of. So
Yes.
going back to the article, the most damning evidence presented, though, was it that in many cases the discs that had been sold by Riccardi were blank, something many buyers were only discovering now that they had been prompted to check. If you're thinking to yourself, why didn't these guys check that before? We're talking about discs and tapes that in some cases were over 40 years old, which, as the big box PC game collectors members explain, means doing this isn't always the best idea. These discs are 40 years old, and the software is widely available online via emulators at this point. The goal is getting these games is not to play them, but to collect them. People who collect baseball trading cards do not trade them much either. Testing a 40-year-old disc can risk damaging the disc. Further, some collectors do not have access to the computers which originally ran these games.
Yes.
With multiple members now compared their games they received from Riccardi to other legitimate copies, it has become clearer that he has been selling these intricate fakes for years, since at least 2015 by their reckoning. Covering everything from old Sierra and Origin games to multiple copies of Ultima, Escape from Mount Drash, Akelabeth, and Mystery House. Wildly, it's even believed that while most of Riccardi's fakes were sold directly to buyers, the group says there are at least one Black Box Ultima 1 that we think may be fakes that was graded by Wata.
Wow.
Yeah. Probably based off of the recommendation of Riccardi.
Based off the recommendation of somebody who doesn't know how to authenticate shit. I tell you what.
Yeah. It's estimated that Riccardi has been involved in at least 100,000 euros in transactions of suspected counterfeit game items, which at the time of this posting works out to be roughly $107,000. That's a lot of money, as you'd expect from games both this old and this important. Though, as the group explains in a FAQ accompanying their post, it's unclear if any legal proceedings are underway or ever will be, since they say the individuals affected are choosing the best recourse for them and don't wish to discuss this publicly. So, if that was shipped internationally,
hundreds of
that's
dollars.
also mail fraud. Ooh.
Anything that was shipped, which is all of it, is mail fraud. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. So that is report it to the postal service if you're in the US. In the UK, you'd have to report it to Interpol. I don't know. I don't know. Because I do know Americans that also purchase those items. Yes, mail fraud, wire fraud, all kinds of stuff. If you're a collector and this has you a bit spooked, or you're just an outside observer curious how all this works, the Big Box Game Collectors group have an anti-scammer guide that's interesting to read. Yes.
Yes, and then we have a whole, where is it? I know it is a timeline. I don't know if you've got this one, but I will drop this in there for you.
Oh, the timeline of stuff, including the...
Yeah, do you have this link ready to go?
No, but I can just click on it. What's set? Oh, wait. Actually, I did have that one set to go. I just had to scroll back up. what set this off? Evidence 1, evidence 2, evidence 3. I'm not clicking. And then Dominus's tweet. Kevin received an
announcements. You seeing the same thing?
Wait. You announcement from the admins of the Big Blocks PC Game Collectors Facebook group. Former moderator and member Enrico Ricciardi has been removed. We have evidence that he may have been dealing in fake games. If you've received games from him, check them closely and compare with known originals. I advise to presume they are fake because our investigation has unearthed quite a bit more alleged forgeries than real. A link to evidence will be at the end of this post.
Yeah, like, I've got 20 copies of a Calibeth for sale on eBay. It's usually probably the giveaway. Or, yeah.
Yeah. Way too many of them.
And then, yes, what set this off? Evidence. And I think we've already covered most of these pictures and stuff. But yes, we have.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, the fact that if you're receiving like any kind of like item like that, you really want to investigate it. And then from there, you need to prosecute his ass because of all the fraud that is taking place.
Coeur d'Alene, we covered that earlier, but we can jump back to that tweet for you real quick.
Before we all jump and admonish the seller, we should study the items. Knowing that Richard will sign anything that is put in front of him.
He knows that.
Anything.
Well, we both know that, but Richard even signed my arm one time.
Yeah, he did fire.
I'll buy that for $1.
Yeah, Richard does tell the story of how he fired one of his assistants for him signing a purchase order to buy $1 billion computer.
Yeah.
But he will literally sign
on a piece of paper and he signed it. That's right.
Yes. Anything that is put in front of him. So the fact that like Richard's signature might be on the box, more than likely that's real. Because what we do know is that Richard has actually spent a lot of times with these collectors and signed shit. You remember when, I don't know if you remember this, during one of the Dragons meet, when the Hearth of Britannia was a Google meet and Rustic Dragon would stream those, and he had Richard signing shit for 3 fucking hours.
He took everything he had in his collection and filmed Richard signing everything. Coeur d'Alene says, well, as long as he hasn't signed Jack's 5 1/4 floppy, we should all be okay.
Yes. Maybe Lord British has. Maybe. And why am I receiving messages from people?
Message for you, sir.
Okay. Oh man. This is hilarious. But yeah, so Richard's response was, my signature looks authentic. The shareware could be legit, but pirated versions. That right there says they're not legit. If it's pirated versions, that's not legit.
We run into a problem because wasn't a Calibeth sold as shareware back in the day? Which would allow anybody to make a copy and sell it for the price of goods, the price of reproducing it and putting it out there.
Well, so a Calibeth was actually sold in a couple of game stores.
Yeah, but it was sold as shareware. Yeah, Tina's going, yep, it was.
it couldn't have been sold as shareware back then because the concept of shareware didn't come out until the 90s.
You're selling a floppy disk in a Ziploc bag. I really don't think there was a whole bunch of copy protection.
Yeah. Because remember when Doom first came out and you could actually find it in like 7-Elevens? That was the shareware version. You had to pay $9.99 to unlock the full version, but you'd start off with the shareware, which offered certain access.
Same thing happened with Duke Nukem and Wolfenstein and a bunch of others.
That was way after Akelabeth. So, yeah. But the fact that, hey, these versions were not sold by Origin or EA. Hello. And then Richard actually pointing out that some of the Ziploc bags look too big. That's actually kind of silly. Because, okay, it was shipped in the size of the plastic Ziploc bags. Hey, you know what? They may have like been damaged or whatever. And it's like, does it have to be in the original Ziploc bag?
Well, I would want the original Ziploc bag if I was buying a collector's piece. I mean, that's just me. Yeah, but
Rise of the Triad, Rot or Nothing, man. I loved that game.
Yeah,
Rot was cool.
How did anybody know when they got the stuff if it was the original Ziploc bag or a different Ziploc bag?
Well,
that's a good question.
The only way that you would know is by the fit.
Yeah. Also, was it 1970s plastic or is it 2020 plastic? Because there is a slight difference.
Massive thickness difference. Yeah.
Cheap versus solid. Yeah, that's what she said.
Never going to decay. Yeah.
But and then, of course, there's a whole bunch of other comments here that, you know, people have actually probably taken some of these to Richard to have them actually sign themselves. Copies of stuff they've gotten.
Yeah, and, even Dominus is like, the signatures are indeed legit. When I met you in Dennis at various times, I had these with me to sign. And then people like going, hey, these Doom copies, are they legit? It's like, probably not.
Well, you know, I'm looking at the two signatures, and the two signatures just don't look even close to each other.
Well, for John Romero?
Yeah.
Well, and John Romero's wife actually asked John, he believes those are his signatures.
Yeah. But
because they met Ricardo in Milan prior to a conference. So he is also one of those, you put the shit in front of me, I'm going to fucking sign it.
I'm sorry, the one on the left, Romero, and the one on the right, Romero, are two distinguishing different signatures with the flourish at the end and no flourish at the end. Either you do that or you don't do that. You don't do one or the other.
One's a little heart. It's a little heart. Maybe he was like winking at the guy. And
yeah, but look at how the J goes into the R here. And notice how the R curves and curves up where this one just trails off. You know, I don't believe that, you know, I just don't see it. You know, I mean, they both look totally different. And
they were signed on different days. That's all that is.
No, because if you normally sign with your R off to the right of your J, you don't ever sign with your R on top of the J. I'm sorry, or one or the other. You don't do both. You do one or the other. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. Yeah.
The real question, as Bridge Troll says, who are these people that think old sign games are a worthy investment?
People with too much time and money on their hands. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. Dude, I have like 50 gajillion signatures of like, I sign every single time is different. Even the shape of my J, just like John Romero's, completely different. Sometimes it's like very pointed. Sometimes it's kind of looped. But yeah.
I don't believe.
And Econdis is like, he doesn't know how to sign, so he has to use block letters.
That would be me.
Yeah. people that sign a lot lose variance.
Just-
There's always going to be some variance. But yes, you know what time it is, Laz.
Yes and no, Bridge Troll. I mean, I've got several different signatures of Richard throughout the years, and while there is variance, there are a lot of likenesses that you can see. And again, you'll notice, like in this Romero, the curve comes down and then goes back up, whereas, in this other one, where was it? Yeah, this one just trails off. I would say that this would be the same one. The curve comes down and goes back up. Curve comes down and this is and back up. These are two different signatures that you'll see in here because you'll notice one has a pentagram next to it and one doesn't. I would say the one that curves back up is the one that would be the legit signature, and the one that doesn't curve back up with the overlaying the J on the R would not be the legit signature.
And the fact
but-
that John
Yeah.
Romero's wife asked him,
And
he
he
believes that they are
thinks-
both.
He thinks, he would have to look at them, but I wouldn't take that as a reality. I think I signed that. Well, you think you just signed over your fortune to somebody, and you're not sure. I'm sorry, But anyway, you're right. It's that time.
Yes,
for us to
it's
wrap
that time
this
for us.
shit show up today.
And
as
it's
we are
time
running
for
behind.
Laz to mail out Lomir
Lomir.
a streamer bundle, and it's time for me to mail out a game key to Selenia because
And
she is getting
Selenia is
herself
going to get a streamer bundle.
I'm here in game if you want to give it to me here.
Yep, I'm going to hand it to you
I
directly.
can't give it to you in game because I can't load said game because it crashed to desktop.
Not you.
Oh, yes.
You're
Yeah,
not the one who gave me this streamer bundle.
I know. I just
And
have to remember to
Selenia,
do
if you
that.
come on over, I will hand you yours as well, since she is right
Thank
here
you.
on set.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, you want to give me a streamer bundle.
Oh, well, Laz is giving it to you for me. But Rogue Heroes Ruins of Tassos is going to Selenia, and that's $20. Congratulations.
And as promised, double giveaway here at the end of the stream. So let's go ahead and do those winners. Closing out the giveaway, picking our end of stream winner, which is Tantalus Soda. Tantalus, you're going to get yourself a copy of. Let's see what he's going to get himself a copy of. And the giveaway for Coeur d'Alene giving us 500 bits is going to be Econ Das. So, Tantalus, you're going to get a copy of Ukulele and the Impossible Layer. And Econ Das, you're going to get a copy of Shadows Awakening. Congratulations to you both. And of course, thank you all for joining us here today. Don't forget to come back tomorrow when we're going to do what we said we were going to do today, because we got preempted by a bigger, better story. So that happens from time to time. And of course, that may happen tomorrow on Fruck Awesome Friday. You never know. So have a great day, everybody. We'll be back with more tomorrow right here on NBNN. Till then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
Who may have his crashing problem solved by then. And we are NBNN. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye-bye.